Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just another round of the Blitz World Series. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the championship. Here we go. Marko in yellow, fighting out of Finland on the right. Qien in red out of Russia on the left. Both top-level players. Clearly, we've seen in this tournament both players with decisive victories over their opponents. And yeah, I mean it's really, I mean this should just be an absolute banger. I mean as far as we know right now, both these guys, the players they've played, they've pretty much crushed. Any of you guys who need the refresher, Kian is 16 years old, young player, only been on the scene here for a couple years, and but a top level player. There's a reason we call him Octo Boy, because we're pretty sure he has 8 hands. His micro, the stuff he does is just absolutely incredible. So Kian able to get up that nuclear reactor, get the sentry down, and take out the engineer. Marko gonna rush in now with the rhinos and the conscripts, take out the sentry gun. We'll see if he destroys it or he's gonna save it, try to take it back over for himself. But Marko, of course, nothing new to the scene. He's been around for I don't know, 16 years, I believe, playing. Top-level player, known as the GOAT in many circles. So we'll see if his traditional wisdom, the more experience he's had in life, because Kian's a younger guy. We'll see if Kian can handle the pressure, make something happen here, and hopefully we get ourselves a banger. I'm looking for a barn burner, that's for sure. Snark, it's like some sort of weekend in Israel where you party all weekend or something. Snark said he was going to be partying for 3 days. Alright, so, we do see, Berg, that's absolutely right. Berg, people are just here for the Hangman? That makes sense. As soon as the Hangman goes down, if we're playing Hangman, I got 75 viewers. Marko and Kian, championship, best players in the world. Drop 10 viewers. So the Boris out to counter that bunker. Both players now pushing towards the center. We do see a more conservative opening from Kian, staying behind the castle walls and pushing earlier tech. Marko still not on tech. Going to try to go straight rhinos here early on. And if that's the case, obviously he's going to want to get some damage done early. Deso's pushing in, going to clean out those conscripts. And Marko, that forward service depot, bringing the rhinos back to repair them. That's big. A group of rhinos that take radiation damage lose a lot of value in the battle. And again, guys, this is best of 9, so strap in because we are in for a long one. Kirov going top side. Marko sees it, does get a bit of flak on it. A couple flak tracks heading up there now. But Kian looking super tough right now. Kian's able to manage his rhinos, his frontline battle, and the back end, the macro, the tech going on as well. This Kirov. Ooh, Kirov not able to get anything done. That was a good counter. That Kirov could have been devastating. So Kian radically ahead on tech right now with the battle lab. His Iron Curtain is out, and that Iron Curtain is going to be coming here very, very shortly as Marko just settles into his battle lab. No Iron Curtain yet. So now Marko out with the Iron Curtain and a not that much of a tank advantage here, but Marko is first one in the Navy. So he drones the... Oh! Oh! That was so sick. Marko put up the wall to block the IC'd drones. Kian comes in while his rhinos are walled in and does take a nice little bite from that war factory. But man, that is like top level. I mean, to see something like that coming and come up with a counter like that, I mean, that's really wacky stuff. So great play from Marko, but at the same time, a great play from Kian to see that the rhinos were out of position and come in and take a bite anyway. Dreadnought now from Marko getting some work done, but Kian does get his Navy out, get a squid out to counter that Dreadnought, so the Dreadnought not able to get too much done. Both players going back and forth nicely here, but Kian now in the water with a Dreadnought of his own out, and there is not any anti-air down here. He's bringing a Deso over to take out this Dreadnought. Kian wants to keep this Dreadnought alive. This Dreadnought's the juicer right now. He can get a lot done in this battle. Iron Curtains coming for both players here. So Marko is low power, though, to use that force shield, but Marko's Iron Curtain's ready to go. Qian's going to come in with his Iron Curtain right away and go right at these Rhinos. Marko doesn't move his Rhinos. Oh, Marko uses his own Iron Curtain now defensively. Qian's going to go up, try to take a War Factory, trying to target these uncurtained Rhinos. Nice little tank battle here. And Marko does fall behind on that tank battle. So Qien a better use of the Iron Curtain there. Qian's also got a Dreadnought on the bottom, getting some work done outside of radiation. And Qien now with a lot of Dreadnoughts. A lot of Dreadnoughts coming here from Qien. And I'm not sure... Marko, I think Marko's just going to keep falling behind here as these Dreadnoughts keep pumping out here. I like the Desos. It'd actually be funny, a couple Siege Choppers down here could counter these Desos nicely. Ooh, and Qien loses a lot of Rhinos for one War Factory. Not a great hit there. And both players pumping a lot of radiation right now. Lots and lots of radiation. And Qian's just going to keep pumping these Dreadnoughts, trying to get them through. Can those Dreadnoughts get a rocket through? Okay, so now we see a tank battle on the top side. And again, Qien gets the first Iron Curtain off. And Marko calls GG. First point going to Qien. First point going to Qien. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Okay, so Qien puts the first one on the board. Now we go to Allied versus Allied. Oh yeah, quick, sorry, I should have said this for the YouTube video. I know you guys have all been here, you know what's going on. But for the YouTube video, guys, this is Marko Qien in the championship. Winner taking home $100. Second place taking home $50. Both guys, obviously, if you look at their prelim and their semifinal matches, pretty decisive victories. Yeah, I mean, so that's where we're at with it. And if anyone wants the reminder, Marko the GOAT himself out of Finland, 16 years in the game, top 2 in the world. And Qien, Octo Boy, 8 arms, 16 years old, out of Russia, top 3 in the world. Only been playing a couple years. All right. Now switching over to Allied versus Allied. Qien, 16 years old. Yeah, that's what I've been told. Yeah, the best way to counter a Dreadnought is to not let the opponent have any of them. I think that's a really good idea. The Qien in the north. All right, point number 2 here. We switch over to Allied versus Allied. This whole series will be set factions. We'll start them off mirrored, switch over to swap. So, again, I think we'll see, I think throughout this series, we're going to see that early contention up at the nuclear reactor. Both players seeing a lot of value in that building, and in their prelims and their semifinal matches, we saw them both prioritizing it, and nothing has changed now as we see those players going for that. So Qien, again, going to stay behind his castle walls here, and this will be a very interesting matchup. So we on this map, the meta with Allied versus Allied is Eagles for Eagles, controlling the tech. Whoever controls their Eagles better wins the game. And that's kind of pretty much all we've seen throughout this entire tournament. Marko came in today. He's been winning his Allied matches without even building Eagles. He just spams the Patriot missiles, spams the defensive structures, and then wins it straight up. Oh, Eagle hovering. Does it get the Engineer? Ooh, the Engineer does get in, so Qien does get that nuclear reactor. But as I say that, Marko is out now with the early Eagles. And at the top level gameplay, that's something to keep in mind. You know, people say, oh, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But that's not actually the case, because if you do a strategy 3 times and it works, you might not be able to do it a 4th time because your opponent's going to expect it. So I like this from Marko to keep him on his toes, bring out the Eagles now. If Qien had been in the stream and watching Marko play all day today, he wouldn't have been expecting that. With that being said, Qien obviously has scrambled and now, you know, does have that anti-air, so maybe he was expecting it. The anticipation of the expectations of the other players' expectations, that's what it's all about at the top level. A lot of IFVs out, a lot of Patriot missiles. So Marko going to make a push here with his Grizzlies and his Engineer to try to get this nuclear reactor. I don't think it's very likely. It's a lot of IFVs. A lot of IFVs. Yeah, if you want to check out that link will show you how to download CNCnet and do that kind of stuff. And then if you want to join the Discord, in my Discord, there's a section called Maps. You can download all of my maps, and then you can also, there's also a video that specifically explains how to use it. So Marko hops up topside, snipes out that pillbox. The engineer making a death run, but Qien sees it, not fast enough to beat out Octoboy. So really interesting here. Qien just spamming these IFVs. Decent group of Grizzlies as well. Pretty good ground army. This AFC placement's a bit odd. Battle Lab out now. Eagles coming. Oh, not able to get through. Yeah, so Kian's got a couple, maybe one or two sneaky Patriot missiles hiding behind the wall. It's a big move. Battle Lab's out now, so neither player's gotten too much done early on here. Oh, and now Qien does get the Battle Lab snipe, and that's a big part of this is going to be controlling the other player's tech. Qien now going to take out the naval yard with those prism tanks. Yeah, all he gets out is one cruiser. Yeah, and this is looking pretty good for Qien. That sniping those battle labs early on. Now we see 8 Eagles out. Yep, and gets a nice chain reaction. And look at those smoking Grizzlies. You know what's worse than a not smoking Grizzly? A smoking Grizzly. I mean, Grizzlies are already so weak, they're just gonna melt. Yeah, and he GG's out. Qien, point number 2. Qien OP. It's so funny. It's so crazy. Like, you watch these. Like, Marko today was just on a rampage. So on YouTube, you guys are watching this all separate. But we just watched Marko. Marko played his prelim, crushed. Played his semifinal, crushed. And everyone, you're watching it, you're just like, how could you play better? Like, what else could you be doing? And then Qien, the Octoboy, comes in, and now Marko is getting crushed. And you're just like, how is this happening? But it is best of 9. Player like Marko, untiltable. He is cold-blooded. He's certainly not out of this yet. So now we switch over to our split factions. Yeah, that allied versus allied matchup, definitely where the reps on this map are going to come in. And Qien certainly has the reps on the map advantage here. But Marko clearly knows the map as well. But allied versus allied is kind of goofy on this map. Yes, that is best of 9. So now we have Qien and allied. We have Marko with Soviet. Quick reminder, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube or if you're watching it on Twitch and you want to help me out, the YouTube. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. When we do, then I'll start getting money for ads for the videos. All that money goes back into the stream, back towards more tournaments, back to the players to help Red Alert 2 take over the world. Ari to the moon. So, if you wanted to like and subscribe, that'd be great. Free for you, helps me tremendously. So, Marko does make that early tech push topside again. As Soviet versus Allied here, he should be able to secure it. Qien going to go bottom side and get that airport. Pretty annoying. If Marko wants to stomp that out as quickly as possible, you don't want a player like Qien to have double paradrops this early in the game. You're just going to be chasing him around. Or you can put a couple Desos on the backside of your base. But yeah, I'm going to go right in and just take out this this airport, I think. The Grizzlies push in a nice pillbox to kind of get his rhinos out of position there. Oh, and Qien steals the nuclear reactor and sells it. He says, let's just end this. Let's just end this whole thing. Pretty funny. Nice move from Qien. So this is interesting. We haven't seen this much contention here on the airport, but it's a valuable piece of property. Both players want it here. Marko does get the engineer in, gets a flat cannon out. Pillbox would have been nice there. Must have just had a flat cannon ready to go, but probably expected some Rockies or Eagles to come in. So not a bad exchange. Marko able to steal that airport, preventing the airport from Qien from having it is pretty big. Cobra Commander 858, Dad, thank you for the follow. Thanks for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Mika hopping over to YouTube for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for the support. All right, so now Qien with a nice little batch of GIs, but we do see a Desolator out to counter. And yeah, you see Marko putting up the anti-air shell around his base, flat cannons everywhere. That's huge. As you see Qien settling into 2 AFCs. Obviously, Qien wants to get a lot done. Sniper's out now. The Snipers counter the Desos. So now it just comes down to Deso versus Sniper, and the Desos are normally going to lose, especially with a top-level player using them. So that clears the way for these GIs. The GIs are going to cause a lot of issues here. Marko, just a slight pause there. He's considering his options, and the Deso's getting hard countered. What can you do? Hopefully that oil takes a little splash, doesn't get any of the GIs. Marko in trouble right now. These GIs and these Snipers. Want run over Sniper. I don't know. Don't know what Marko's saying. Maybe he's saying can't run over Sniper? I don't know. We've done a lot of things in the Blitz mod, but I don't think we've done anything that would prevent a Sniper from being ran over. That Elite Sniper now. The Elite Sniper doing work. Trying to target it. Oh my god, he doesn't get it. The Elite Sniper, an absolute force to be reckoned with as the Grizzlies push in without the Desos. The GIs have been cleaned up, but Marko would certainly like to be able to get some Desos in the fight here, and these Snipers are handling it very, very well. A lot of Eagles coming now. Some of those those front flat cans have been sniped out. Oil takes a big hit. Marko in a bad spot again. Loses the Iron Curtain. Prism tank's coming. Marko calls GG. That's why you call him Octoboy. That's why you call him Octoboy. So 3 points. It is best of 9. Yeah, we are going to try to get Kian versus Woody. Give Marko the unicorn. Good idea. We'll get a unicorn for Marko. It's a strange day when Marko needs the unicorn, but that's where we're at. So game number 4 here. Now Marko with Allied. It's very, very difficult to schedule with Woody. He doesn't use Discord, so he's on this other messaging app, some language barriers. But the biggest thing is the time change. So between me, most of the players are, Europe, Middle East area. I'm in the US. Woody's in China. So it's really wacky, the scheduling. We're working against like 24 hours of time change. I have to wake up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. It's really, really tough, but we will try to do it. So for a regular tournament, we can't really get a minute, but trying to do one show match every once in a while is possible. So we are going to try to get Kian and Woody to play on this. What's the unicorn? The unicorn is it's nothing. It's just luck. It's supposed to be lucky. It's so funny when you have to explain something. Like, because the way I talk about it, I always forget people, like, new people to the stream are like, wait, does this unicorn matter? Why is this kid talking about this stupid unicorn so much? The unicorn does not matter. Kian, a decisive pull ahead, taking that nuclear reactor topside. And Marko confined to his base as Allied. And Kian coming right in. And Kian's hungry, man. He's a hungry 16-year-old. Pillbox on the outside of the wall there. Kian does blow a slight hole on that top side. Yeah, just using the rhinos here, early map control, taking that reactor and just kind of swarming around, baiting some pillboxes from Marko, and keeping Marko focused on defending himself and delaying his tech push, which is obviously what Allied has to do here. He is 16. He is 16. And a super early demo truck from Kian. Yeah, Kian's not looking to win. He's looking to smash. He's looking to embarrass. He's a serial killer, man. So Marko is going to sneak one Rocky through the base on the left side there. That's nice. So we can get a full scout, see what's going on. Now we see a Kirov out from Kian. So Kian, both players broke right now as they push this super early tech. We're at the 2-minute mark. Both players on battle apps. Iron Curtain already out. Yeah, and so I like this from Marko. He's going to bait that, try to bait a flag cannon, but the flag tracks will take care of that Rocky. Does take out that battle lab, which is nice. Controlling the tech is certainly key here. Patriot missile, got some GGIs, and the Mirages are coming out. So the Mirages are already out to counter the Rhinos. So Marko's in a good position here, but hard to be in a good position against Qien. Tim calling the comeback. I hope so. Hey, with a lucky unicorn, anything's possible. Ooh, the Eagles. Damn, loses a few Eagles. Doesn't get much done there with that. Marko in the in the harbor here. I keep calling it in the naval. In the harbor. He's in the harbor with the naval yard. Kirov trying to go topside, trying to be a little sneaky. And Marko does not have any IFVs on it yet. He needs to get some IFVs or some Rockies up there. If he doesn't see it, it's going to be GG. The back of his base is super exposed. I would say Marko has 5 seconds to deal with the Kirov. Patriot missile out. Wow, and not building IFVs. Wow, you forget how strong Patriot missiles are. Patriot missiles are nothing to be joked about, man. I totally forget that. People are always countering with Rockies and IFVs. I forget. So Marko looking tough here. Marko with the Mirages to counter the Rhinos. He's got the aircraft carriers out, but here comes the Iron Curtain. This Iron Curtain is going to be everything. How much can this Iron Curtain get done? It's going to literally decide the game right now. Marko has his army in the back of his base. He force shields. What are these Grizzlies doing? Bring the Grizzlies into the fight. Bring the Grizzlies into the fight. What, are we saving the Grizzlies? The Grizzlies have something planned? Are the Grizzlies on smoke break? Now coming in, he's going to get the AFC. Oh, he's going for the oil. Oh, it's going to be a big chain reaction. He switches over to that oil. Marko not able to save it. The Grizzlies were AFK. That's a nice hit. Loses the AFC in the battle lab. Marko also without a war factory. Marko, no war factory, no tech. He does have a handful of aircraft carriers, and he needs to protect them because that is the only leverage he has on the map right now. So he needs to get all the aircraft carriers at one time to target the same thing. They're all kind of targeting separately, and that flat can's getting a lot of damage done. Yeah, I would target the actual flat cans. Now here come the flak tracks. So now Marko needs to build himself back up. He needs to get an AFC. He needs to get his battle lab. And there's another Iron Curtain coming already. We hardly made it through the last Iron Curtain. There's another one coming. Not able to get the Iron Curtain. Another Iron Curtain coming now. Marko has to try to run with his tanks. Ooh, and he walls. Oh, he's not able to secure the wall. The wall's a big move. I like the wall move. He could have walled that off a little bit sooner, a little bit better. Does lose the MCV, so now he's without an MCV, and he was not able to get a battle lab off before he lost it. So these aircraft carriers are everything for him right now. He's got an AFC, he's got a barracks, he's got a war factory, and he's got more money than he knows what to do with. But Kian still with an MCV, still with an Iron Curtain, and these aircraft carriers just can't get through, and he's just going to keep building flak. Kian knows this is Marko's only hope. He's going to counter it, keep pumping war factories, and not really much left for Marko to do here. Yeah, I like this. Actually, you know, we saw Zhaz. Zhaz had a really sick move in his game. He put a nuclear reactor right here. Like, his other stuff was backed off, and he just blocked it with a nuclear reactor. But that's a big move. When you see the Iron Curtain coming, if you can block off this wall, that'd be really, really heads up. Buy yourself some really, really valuable time. Deso's pushing in now, and these Grizzlies just aren't enough to defend. Marko's got these destroyers. Now he's building all sorts of stuff. He's on 30K. The Iron Curtain does go down. I don't know how that happened. I thought these aircraft carriers had been totally countered. Aircraft carriers doing work. Iron Curtain is down here, so the GGI's out to hold on here. With the Iron Curtain down, Marko does buy himself some valuable time, and so Qien forced to go topside to get out of range of the aircraft carriers. He doesn't have a battle lab though, so the next Iron Curtain's not going to be coming for a little while. The question is, can Marko get anything done in here? These Rhinos, the GGIs give him a nice defensive advantage, but they're not really much for attacking. Yeah, there is some issues. Yeah, paying Kian. We've had some issues before with PayPal, but We have a few players internationally who have payment issues and stuff, so it's not really, the money will just sit until Kian can get it. The money doesn't like expire 24 hours after the win or anything like that. Yeah, so Kian, Marko with some nice counter punches. Really, I mean, hats off to Marko for hanging in there, but it's hard with someone like Kian. You know, Kian's just not really making mistakes. And Kian up 4-0. Gabriel with the follow. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. So now we are back to Soviet versus Soviet, game number 5. So back to the mirrored factions. And this is match point. Match point if Kian can take it. Yeah, match point if he can take it here. So Marko fighting to stay alive. Take the Lucky Unicorn off. Let Marko do it on his own. All right, so back to Sov versus Sov. Kian takes this one home. He takes home the championship, taking home the $100. But hats off to Marko. Marko with $50 for being second place, winning some decisive victories today. We didn't get a third or fourth place game in. Who's third and fourth? It would be Artie and Luke, I think. Artie and Luke. Yeah, it would be Artie and Luke. We could do a third and fourth. I think Artie's off, though. Yeah, 5-0, certainly possible. But again, Marko's cold-blooded, man. He doesn't get down. He doesn't tilt. He could pull something off here. And again, we're going to see both players fighting for that nuclear reactor. Both players want it. Super dog topside. And a drone out to counter the Connies. In and out, takes the nuclear reactor. Both players very, very similar builds here. Almost identical, actually. And again, guys, we're living it right now. 2 versions of reality. One is a 5-0 victory for Kian. The other is a 5-0 run comeback for Marko. You never know. You never know. There's a drone in that tank. Sentry guns. He's going to steal the nuclear reactor. Sells the nuclear reactor. Yep, sells the nuclear reactor. Yeah, I think next month we will. Any tech buildings, even if they're regular buildings, I think we'll make them so they can't be sold. We have actually a few updates for the turn for next month. Anyway, we got a new map coming, which is going to be fun. That'll be released next week. Again, guys, join the Discord if you want to play. Next month, we got 5 divisions, and D5 is, I literally don't know how to play the game. So there's divisions for everyone, cash prizes, lots of fun. The new map will be fun. We're adding a few additions to Blitz, too. We are going to add, I think we're going to add the boost to the Tesla tank and the tank destroyer so that they're more viable options. I'd like to see some more diverse battles, some more units getting in the game. So that's the 2.0 patch that a lot of players play. The Yuri's Revenge, that community patch, does that, and I've heard good things about it. I think it'd be fun, because right now the Tesla tank destroyer, kind of a joke. Desolator out to counter that Boris. He does pull the Boris out in time. Kirov out now from Qien, Iron Curtain Battle Lab. So Marko behind on tech. Yeah, this we're going to, the other thing too is we're going to balance out. Now that I know players better, we're going to balance out the divisions more. We had a lot of people this month, whether purposefully or on accident, they just, you know, they didn't know where they were at. Everyone was sandbagging. D4 was like super competitive. D4 was supposed to be noobs. So we're going to balance that out. The more players I know, over time I'll be able to balance things out and know people's rankings better. It's all about getting even matches. That's what we want. Competitive matches at every level. Sneaky Kirov on the top side. Marko does see it. Got some flak tracks up there. So both players exchanging and countering their Kirovs nicely. So Kian with a pretty nice Iron Curtain advantage here. His Iron Curtain coming in about 20 seconds. Oh, he doesn't get that. Wait, what happened to the... Why is this Kirov... What happened to those flak tracks? I missed it. Anyway, this Kirov has way too much health. Very, very concerning. If it takes that oil, okay, it does move the flak tracks. Gonna get a nice chain reaction here, though. Takes a couple oils out. But Marko's got a decent economy rolling, so he's okay for the moment. Both players playing very similar matches here, but Qien with some slight advantages, the one being that Iron Curtain advantage. And wow, he predicted his tank movements really nicely there. He's going for the Rhinos, and he got a lot done. Got a few Rhinos, got a War Factory, but now Marko's going to try to cut him off here. Does Marko have a tank advantage here? Ooh, if he did, he won't anymore. Heavy drone swarm coming in. That's why you call him Octo Boy. As soon as you think something's going your way, you realize that it's severely not going your way. Iron Curtain to evict the drones, try to drive in here and get something done. He takes a War Factory, not much else to go for, I guess. Didn't feel like he could push into the base. He has to save some of these Rhinos. That's the only defense he has right now. Boris out to hit the War Factory, and this is why we call Kian the Octo Boy. He's got 8 arms. He's got 8 arms. But Marko pushing back here, taking nice map control with the naval yard. Doing a good job of these drones, just harassing and being so annoying. So the Boris to counter that naval yard, but a Dreadnought does get out first. Ooh, and Kian doesn't have any anti-air down here. There's no, oh, so now the flat cannon's coming. He only got 1 Dreadnought out. Marko definitely, a couple Dreadnoughts would have been nice there. Kian blows a pretty early Iron Curtain there. Oh, does get the drones. The drones are Iron Curtain. Marko on the run now. Marko gets that Desolator down, gets some nice chip damage. He dives in. Is he going to get the Iron Curtain? Oh, Marko saves it, but Marko is heavily droned right now. These Rhinos are heavily droned, and Marko must be doing something else right now because he's not attacking his own tanks. I think all his tanks are droned. Yikes. Dreadnought not able to get in as a 3rd flat cannon comes up. He needs more Dreadnoughts. Now on his own radiation. Yeah, this is interesting. This is a knife fight, man. This is a banger. This is a banger. We got a layer for that? I think we do. Hoorah! Yeah! A battle. I love it. Marko fighting back, trying to put one on the board. Does not want to get goose egged by Octo Boy. Iron Curtain hits his own drones to try to give Kian a taste of his own medicine. Kian comes out with a V3 rocket. Love that. I love when the battlefield gets diversified like that. You gotta love a V3 on the board. That War Factory gives 500 conscripts. That is a random thing, in case anyone's wondering. Oh, Jaws is upset. I didn't see. I looked over and now I just see Jaws. Jaws, buddy. Jaws is upset. Jaws got cheated out of the crowd games. He got cheated out of the timer. He was gonna beat Luke, but then the timer went early. There was no timer, so he lost. It's been a hard month for Jaws. And I think Marko's quite a bit up here on tanks. The Dreadnought's not getting anything done. Oh, nice Kirov from... This is a lot of Rhinos, though. Marko's pulling this one out. Marko's pulling this one out. Oh, and that's a nice... Oh, oh, he takes a couple flaks, but does take it down. And Marko just needs to consider his options here. So Marko now with the Iron Curtain advantage, but Kian has an Iron Curtain coming. This Dreadnought can't get a goddamn thing done. It's just a joke. But unlike the aircraft carrier, the Dreadnought's not losing points right now, which is nice. We are at the 8-minute mark, about 2.5 minutes left. Yeah, this one could be coming down to points. Let's see if Marko can pull some out. He does bring a tank split here. He brings some home to defend. He's going to go on the top side as well. And if this one goes to points, it'll be a total toss-up. There's no way of knowing. And Marko uses his Iron Curtain to defend those oils, chase off the tanks on the bottom side. And now then Kian uses his Iron Curtain to defend that oil. That would have been a beautiful chain reaction. Marko's going to pull out. Marko now coming from both sides with the tanks. I'm going to give him a 2-minute. I'm going to tell him the 2-minute warning. Sometimes players don't hear it. especially when you're in a bloodbath like this. Dives on the MCV and gets it. But Marko's on heavy radiation right now. Heavy radiation. If he can get him low power, then this Dreadnought can go to work. I think he did just go low power. And now 4 shields. Qien doing everything he can to defend on that top right side. Now gets the chain reaction. The gates are down. Marko's storming in. Only a couple buildings left. Only a couple buildings left, and Kian wants to make this one come down to the clock. He's going to do everything he can to do it. He does have a handful of buildings left. Marko needs to be targeting these buildings. Target the buildings, Marko. All the buildings count, buddy. A minute left in this game. A minute left in this game. Needs to target the flat cannons. Okay, going to take out that Desolator. More Rhinos coming. Marko, and Marko's not destroying the buildings. What a barn burner. Barn burner of a point. Not a barn burner of a series necessarily, but a barn burner of a point. A barn burner indeed. Barn burner. Marko puts one on the board. Oh my god. That's hilarious. And what a absolute... I mean, Kian made that so difficult. Like... He had to fight tooth and nail until the very last second to bring that one on. Hats off to both players. Kian says he can't move his units. I don't know what that means. Kian says I can't move my units. Marko says who was moving them for you? Berg using the new GG emoji. Glad you like it, buddy. Balth calling it 5-4. I don't know what Kian's saying. Yeah, I think Kian's just saying something about the pathing issues. He's doing, yeah, there's some pathing. The walls make it a little weird on this map. If you send people somewhere, sometimes they drive through the walls and stuff. It's, you know, it's just, you just got to be a little bit hands-on when you're sending your units around. If you send them on too long of a route, they get a little weird. But so now 4-1. That's the thing. Yeah, when these guys say stuff, I never know if they're saying like there's actually something wrong, or if they're just saying like, you know, because there is. I mean, obviously it's a 20-year-old game that we're modding, so it's like stuff does go wrong, certainly. Smerry. Yeah. The negative Nancy's funny, huh? I'm really glad we have that. We needed that. Benny, it took me a year to come up with a negative Nancy emoji. Come on, Ivor, sleeping at the wheel. All right, point number 6 now. We switch over to Allied versus Allied. And again, that early fight for the nuclear reactor. Marko's in first. Kian's engineer gets gunned down. And Marko, for the first time, pulls ahead topside and is able to take the nuclear reactor. I mean, in a decisive way. Kian's, you know, been pretty tough with it. For Red Alert 2, but not the Yuri's Revenge players, though. No, I'm just kidding. Grizzlies for Grizzlies, and Marko is entrenching himself on that nuclear reactor. He really wants that nuclear reactor. As the Allied player, it's nice to not have to build power early on. It does put you ahead on the tech rush, theoretically, as we do see Kian does bring out the aircraft, or the AFC earlier, though. Smerry, I do know what you mean. I do know what you mean. The nuclear reactor, though, we've talked about this before, it's a little bit risky, because if you plan on having that, and then the opponent is able to snipe it, now you go low power, and you're not a Soviet player, you can't build a new one, so now you're scrambling to build 3 or 4 power plants. So it's a bit risky, but early game, it can put you ahead, and against a player like Kian, I think you obviously have to take some risks. You got to try to make something happen, be it, you know, take some gambles, certainly. 3 Eagles coming in here, going to try to take out that AFC. Oh, God, I thought Marko was going to lose 2 on the pad. So Marko not out with quite enough Patriot missiles yet, but he will continue that show. We've seen it from him before. Oh, Marko, buddy, not able to get the Eagles back on the pad. That's the second time today he's made that mistake. So now, yeah, Qien out with a lot of Eagles now. Lots and lots of Eagles. Snipes that oil derrick, but doesn't get any chain reaction. The chain reaction down the cliff is pretty minor. So now Qien out. Kian's got a nice army. Ooh, did get some splash damage on those Grizzlies, though. I didn't see that. So that's actually pretty nice, that oil hit. So Qien with a pretty nice army here. Marko gets his second AFC out, but these Eagles are going to be devastating. There goes the nuclear reactor, like we talked about. Marko is severely low power now. With all of these Patriot missiles, he's way behind on power. And the Prism tanks are already out for Qien now. Does snipe one of the Prism tanks, but yeah, with Marko still building the Grizzly tech. The Prism tank's coming. There's several ways that Marko can delay his death, but a comeback here is very, very difficult for Marko. And a nice chain reaction. That was Marko's only war factory. 5-1. That's it, guys. The series. Kian takes that one home. Kian, I start typing GG, they both leave. Kian does take that one home 5-0. Kian, a.k.a. Octoboy. Kian, the Octoboy. 8 arms and hands, 16 years old, fighting out of Russia, proving that he's the best Blitz player in the world, as we know. But stay tuned, because Kian versus Woody, it's happening. It has to happen. It has to happen. It has to. It's a must. Yeah, for sure, Balth, for sure. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Yeah, the AVA on this map is really tough, and it's definitely one of those ones. It's definitely one of those ones where the reps are huge. The Allied versus Allied plays so odd on this. Crater 670, are they making a new Command and Conquer game? I don't know. I've heard some rumors. I don't know much about it though. A grouchy grizzly emoji. I think that's a good idea. New map preview. Yeah, we do got the I can show you guys. No, it's really not ready yet. It's not worth it. The version we have right now is so far off, it's not going to be helpful. I'll give you guys an idea. Next month's map, it's called the Oasis. It's a blur of Kong and Big Little Lake combined into one Frankenstein map. Kian, Octoboy. So Kian taking home the $100. Marko taking home $50. Kian is the winner. Let's get an octopus out there for him. Kian, Octoboy, winner. So again, guys, thanks for hanging out throughout this month. We had a lot of action. We had the Mongolia Open. 8 players out of Mongolia played on this. We did an 8-player tournament there. We did D4, 8 players there. D3, 8 players there. BR came on the scene, crushed everyone. Who is BR? We don't know. I'm excited to see him next month. He's a monster. D2, BR finally got knocked out. We had some crazy games in D2. Loka, I just posted today, I believe, on YouTube. Check out the YouTube link. Yeah, there's one point where Loka, I think it's Loka and Cold have a point, and it's the most insane game I've ever seen. It was just absolutely nuts. So definitely check that one out. D1, we had some good games. Cold proving that he's OP. Semi-pro, Jaz crushing, taking home the $50. And the pro wrapping things up. Yeah, a lot of good games all month, guys. So yeah, so next month we are going to do 5 divisions, semi-pro and pro. So 7 divisions total next month, and we are going to even them out a little bit more. I know some of you guys saw the D4 this month and you're like, This is ridiculous, and I completely agree. So we are going to level those things out more. The players who did good this month are going to be moved up. The players who did bad are going to stay or be moved down. So we're going to level things out. Because one thing we did realize this month, I think a lot of people think like, oh, I just want to watch the top level players, or those are the only games that are entertaining. But ultimately, at most skill levels, if you get really even matches, competitive games have proven to be pretty entertaining. Like we had a lot of entertainment in the lower divisions. So I'm looking forward to that. As we even things out. And as I get to know players month over month, like when a random person messages me and says, "Hey Ivor, can I play D4?" I don't know who they are. What am I supposed to say? How easy can you beat up the sheriff? That's like the like, do you lose or beat the sheriff? That's how we know. That's the only ranking I have. So we are going to slowly hone that in over time, try to create really competitive divisions. It's no fun when people are getting stomped. It's not fun for the spectators. It's not fun for the players. Competitive matches is a top priority around here. Big shout out to all the sponsors this month. This was the highest grossing month for RA2 cash games. And we had like $150 in donations. It was a bunch of money came in. I do match the money that comes in. So every dollar that comes in, I put a dollar in. So next month, we do have $300 going out to the tournament, 7 divisions, $300 going out in prizes. And yeah, and we do actually have another plan too. The problem right now is that like, you practice all month and then you don't get to play. Or you only play one tournament. You lose out in prelims, you're out. So I do have a new plan for next month. They're called smokers. So smokers in boxing are just like competitive exhibition matches that don't count towards the tournament. So we're gonna be doing smokers next month. So basically, like, so say it's D5 is playing. We'll do a D5, but after D5, we'll do a D4 smoker. So then it'll be 3 or 4 D4 players who can come in and kind of do a gauntlet basically, like just best of one against each other. And they all play. And then the winner of that smoker takes home $10. So we could do, so you guys get the idea. So instead of the pros sitting around all month and then Marko playing one day of Blitz, this way, if we have 3 or 4 pros who want to play, they want to practice, they want to try to win some money, they can hop in for a smoker. They all play each other 1 or 2 points. Person with the most wins takes home $10. So we're going to be doing some smokers next month for all the different divisions. That'll get more players, more reps. We'll be able to see where people's skill sets are at, more time on the map, more fun, more money. RA to the moon. RA to the moon. That's what it's all about. Yeah, get on the Discord to sign up. The divisions aren't set yet. I don't know where players are going to be.